Well, it does feel like things are costing more these days, and people aren't far off if they are thinking that, right? A new study from ConsumerAffairs shows inflation was higher last month than it was the month before.
Yeah, WCNC Charlotte's Jane Monreal is here to break down what this means for consumers. So we're not left asking, where's the money, Jane?
That's true, Vanessa and Colin. While inflation was higher in February than it was in January, Consumer Affairs reporter Mark Huffman says not everything was inflated, but he does say the products seeing price drops are unfortunately not things consumers spend money on every day or even every month.
Mark Huffman, reporter for Consumer Affairs, says if your wallet's hurting a little more this month, you can probably blame inflation.
Inflation was actually hotter in February than it was in January, and this took economists by surprise because they were under the impression that prices were going down.
Huffman says products like used cars and plane tickets were actually lower last month. However,
how many times do you buy a used car? Who travels every month or every week?
What is going up? Huffman says a lot of those everyday expenses that are just unavoidable.
The costs that consumers and families pay regularly, unfortunately, went up. In the Consumer Price Index for February, gasoline and rent made up 60% of the increase.
So not great news, but is there anything we can do? Huffman says, of course, you just have to be smart with your spending habits.
Fortunately, food prices at the grocery store have gone down somewhat, but not all of them have. So when you go to the grocery store, you can be selective about what you buy.
And Huffman says now is the time to really buckle down and examine your expenses.
Look at where your money is going. And if you're spending a lot of money on credit card bills and credit card interest rates are at a record high, try to do something to help pay down that debt faster.
And for families who are swimming in debt right now, Huffman suggests taking out a balance transfer credit card, which will give you 12 to 18 months of 0% interest if you transfer the balance of one credit card to that card. For more information on that process, you can go to your WCNC Charlotte News app. But basically, it is here to stay. We just got to cut where we can.
A lot of financial gymnastics underway for folks.
And it continues.
Sure does.
Jane, thank you.